yourself die, you can bleed in your flesh. Give him guidance. He could be next.
Devaluing us as a people has been going on for a long time. And only people who are going to change it will be us.
While the love got shown, the niggas was out here hating on us. Didn't have no love for the nigga. In fact, they plotted this.
What's the words that could be said to make the brothers want to listen?
I think it's like, you know, with cancer or stuff like that, you know, until it affects you, you really don't care. It's just something that's out there, you know, it's out there. But until your auntie or your grandma or your mama died from cancer, or your, you know, someone that you just love dearly like that, then that's when you really find motivation and inspiration just to want to be involved. You know, we got our own cancer in our inner cities, and not even just the inner city, just in our hoods. We got cancers where, you know, it's just growing, and we're not addressing it or even concerned at all until it affects us directly. So I think it's just gonna come a point, you know, where enough is enough. Where we just can't take no more, and that's kind of where it's at now with me, where I'm just seeing it. I've been in here on this earth for 35 years, and I've seen it every year. It's another mother crying, it's more than one, it's several, you know, all over the city, not just our city, but in all the cities, you know, and it's just, you know, from my perspective, I just have felt where it's like enough is enough for me, but when is enough for you? You know, he's going out there doing these walks with the mothers and the families of these murdered children, and just spreading the, you know, the awareness of us as men in the community, as mothers in the community, as uncles, of all of that. We have to step up in a big major way. We can no longer only take care of our own, because our own is extended now, where, you know, our own is not just the people who sleep in our house. Our own is our neighbors and, you know, our community. They just pulling these guns out just for any old reason, man. You know, the way we were raised is you a box. You know, I mean, I ain't won every boxing match I ever fought, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never once pulled a pistol out because I got mad because I lost. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know, that's just, to me, that's what cowards do, man. It's a cowardly move, man, you know, to go get a gun and to kill somebody just because you lost a boxing match, or just because you're upset and you can't take some words or something that's being said to you, so you want to go get your gun and shoot someone to prove that you're a man. But to me, that don't make you a man. It make you a man. You stand up and use these, and even if you lose, you can stand up and bounce back and say, well, I'm gonna use them again if I got to. I'm not scared to lose. You know, that's just how I was raised.
This is something where we no longer can expect someone else to fix our problem. We gotta come together. We gotta speak up. We gotta have uncomfortable conversations. We gotta call out people who need to be accountable, need to be held accountable for poison in our communities, and we just got to stand up and take this in our own hands, because we can't expect someone else to do it for us, because they've not. They've shown us for hundreds and hundreds of years that they don't care, and they're not going to change, and they're not going to fix our problems. They're only going to make them worse.
Peace be unto you. Those are very powerful words, and those are very adequate words, because we live in a time where peace is way too absent in our community. Too many guns are going off. Amen. Too often we're solving our problems using our nines and not using our minds.
Paul said something that was real profound. He talked about how so many of the youth in our community have been programmed for their self-destruction. I don't believe that it's by accident. I believe that it's by design. But artists who have a platform like him have the opportunity and have the platform to reprogram them, and moving from self-destruction to a mental space where not only can they do something for themselves, but they could do something for their community as well. Because right now, I feel like we're ashamed of things that we should be proud of, and we're proud of things that we should be ashamed of. But that's only because of the programming. You know, if you look down at the gear shift of a vehicle, you know, you got park, then you got reverse, you got neutral, then you got drive. It's like somebody moved the D and put it in the space of the R. And we put the car in reverse, but we really think we're going forward, but we really going backwards, and we crash every time. Or we put the car in what we think is drive, we think we're going forward, but we really going backwards. That's the state that our community is in. At some point we were kings and queens. If we know that we built the pyramids, if we know that we come from a great long legacy of not just kings and queens but gods, then we just got to study the process by which we could get back to from whence we came. And so I want to encourage everybody to do their part, get involved. Everybody has a role to play. And like Paul Wall said, at what point is enough for you? If not now, then when? Peace.
Sometimes we forget that I am my brother's keeper. Sometimes we forget that Psalms 82 says that ye are all gods, children of the Most High God. So when you point that pistol at your brother, you're pointing that pistol at God. So the solution, as Paul Wall already said, is wrapped up in our unity.
That's right.
Our unity is more powerful than the gun.
That's right.
Our unity is more powerful than religion. But before we can show that love to our brother and or our sister, we must first learn to properly, Sister Crystal, love our black selves.
That's right. That's right.
And unfortunately, we haven't been taught to love ourselves.
That's right.
We've been taught to hate ourselves. We've been told that we come from Africa and that we were over in Africa before they brought us here to America with bones in our noses and we were swinging from trees. Brothers and sisters, that is an absolute bold-faced lie.
Yeah.
When we were in Africa, the mother continent, we were builders. We were the mothers and fathers of civilization.
Kings and
As a
queens.
matter of fact, we didn't start swinging from trees until we came here to America.
That's right.
And when we swing from trees here, you know, we had a noose around our necks. That's when we started swinging from trees. So don't believe the lies that they put out there about you. Every time they tell you that black is not beautiful, or they suggest to you that being brown, being a Latino is not something to be proud of, they're playing a trick on you, brother and sister, because they know if they can get you to hate yourself, then hating your brother is very, very easy.
That's right.
And when you don't have respect for your brother, and you hate your brother or your sister, then there's nothing for you to pull that trigger.
That's right.
So today we want to say, put down the gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want to say, pick up a book.
Yeah.
We want to say, learn about yourself.
Yeah.
The AK-47 is very powerful. The 9mm is very powerful. The AR-15 is very powerful, for those of you who have a fascination with guns. However, the most powerful weapon that you have in your possession is your mind. You don't need to go and buy it from a gun store. You don't need to go to buy it from a pawn shop. God already gave you a powerful mind. All you have to do is put some ammunition in it. And the way you put ammunition in it is through education. So it's time out for us being proud of those things that we should be ashamed of. And it's time out for us being ashamed of those things that we should be proud of. To be ashamed of being black is to be ashamed of being beautiful. Stop the violence, brothers and sisters. Much love to my sister Sonia Parker and PAP. We out here to make a difference.
Come and get a mother's hug. We have our family. They don't have